They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ who's hurting. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. A first carry here for Kane Nwangwu. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Lynch. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like
a player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Again, it's Taylor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Corey, 17.
Now it's Lynch. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Passing 11. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check pass. Check contact. Check contact.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Okay,
just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Three.
Once again, it's Lynch. This is caught by Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Lynch. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Bengals hit 7 and 8 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Yeah, the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Good. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 50. Trap 60.
After the interception, here's Lynch. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
These two teams all tied after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is their fullback. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
From the 24, Lynch. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lynch. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first?
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11. 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18 and able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lynch. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Chapter 11.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Burrow on play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Let's go, man.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Here's Lynch to throw. complete to Brown, right side. Finding room in midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lynch. Forced out to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Lynch to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
And now Lynch. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, can.
They run once more with Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jonathan Taylor His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On first down, it's Lynch. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
60 Eagles, drop 50, drop 50.
Throwing, Lynch. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, maybe a free play here for Lynch. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Cut back to corner, 70, Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Lynch. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me, what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
11 mighty. 12, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
First down. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12, 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nice. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
One more time with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lynch going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 42.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think?
Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lynch. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Second on Jroc. 70 Ranger.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
11 Thomas.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Jonathan Taylor, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cut 19. Corey, 70. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm one, ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want a carbon copy of what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Lynch. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. When we hit 3 in a row. Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack on first down, Lynch. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Ready. 18, Radley.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. 18, 5 years. Mustang 19 tight. Ready.
Now Lynch on first down. And this is caught. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
Well, as most teams do in their true play attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11. 12.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers.
Here we go.
I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
12, 12, 11 MT, 11 MT.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bengals, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.
day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we